Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion. Play Slay the Spire. Somehow, an Ascension victory. Really making the Ironclad look like a dang fool. Let's do it. Choose a card. This one's tough. In my brain, I'm like, if you lose your starting relic and obtain a random boss relic, it's so good as the defect, and it probably won us the last game, but the Ironclad relic is too good, in my opinion. It's too good to give up. It's 3 times better than the other best healer, which is Blood Vial. The only other healer, I should say, as far as relics go. So I kind of think 8 max HP for a random rare relic is the way that we go, and this is definitely not conducive to the way that I tend to build my decks. No question about it. You know, Peace Pipe, it lets you build a very thin deck. I trust that it's good because it's rare. That being said, I don't necessarily feel, you know, deep in my soul that it's any good at all. I'm gonna level with you. I know we're gonna get hit here. We should have smacked them around. Like the turn where we could have chosen to take 1 damage, but instead we played to defend, should have smacked them. But that's the benefit of having the Ironclad abilities, right? Pummel is good and cheap. What do you think, though, about this? I'll still take Pummel. But, no, I'm not going to take Pummel. What do you think about building a pure Clash deck? I should not do this. We're going way too deep on max HP, but I have to be honest. I'm kind of looking at this, and I'm looking at, you know, Peace Pipe, and I'm thinking to myself, Self, do we have something beautiful going on here? Do we have the opportunity for the world's thinnest deck? And if we get Unceasing Top, we just play clashes over and 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 over. You get the idea. 27 plus 6, 33 damage. We got 33 damage coming out right now. This guy's done next turn. I have to admit that as of right now, this is looking pretty okay. And you might be saying, by the way, NL, why'd you take Iron Wave? And oh, we were out of energy anyway, okay. I don't have a good reason, except that in my head I was like, I mean, it's like an attack and a block rolled into one. Why wouldn't I take it? Now, what screws us? Status effects. Okay, that's just bad luck. Can't be too upset. Status effects would ruin this deck. I guess we're more or less committing right now, which is a scary thought in and of itself. Hello, my Ruka. Maybe Ruka's my good luck charm. I mean, when you came in, we started popping on that last run. What should I take this time, Ruka? What do you think? What's the relic gonna be? Whisper it in my ear. He said bronze scales. Okay, get ready. If it's bronze scales, my cat is Paimon. You ready, cat? I actually felt like I had done him an injustice when I called him cat. You ready, Ruka? Oh, who's a good boy? Here we go. If it's bronze scales, he's a lord. Close. You were close, buddy. It's good. You're not an eldritch evil. I gotta admit, I rarely take second wind. But it kind of feels like the right choice here, wouldn't you say? If we exhaust statuses, we can play our clashes more frequently. Basically, you gotta go. So I think we're gonna do it like this. We're trying to slowly get ourselves back up to max HP if possible. I love it. I love it a lot. Yes. I don't know, by the way, if the Clash deck is any good at all. But we're going to try to get ourselves there. Now, honestly, I'm looking at this and I'm like, do we really want to remove defends, or do we want to remove strikes? We want to be able to play defends and then also play our clashes. I know this sounds crazy. Dump. Sorry, that's an upgrade. Get rid of this friggin' strike. We're trying, okay? We're doing... This is a weird one. Orichalcum seems pretty good. Please just allow me my weird one. I don't mind this too much. You know what? Let's be safe. Let's heal. Just to make sure we're good against this guy. We'd prefer to start with a bash, if possible. But he starts with vulnerability. Yeah. I think this is fine. I mean, of course we're going to get bash on the next turn. Let's weaken him. And then in my head, I'm like, okay, how do we approach this? We're going to take 10. I think you bash him and you hope for some mad clashes next turn. This is okay. So in terms of damage output, this run is like otherworldly compared to the way that I normally look at this point. So I'm feeling real nice. I'm a little worried about the future, and preferably, or not preferably, but to be honest with you, like the longer a fight goes on, the more afraid I am. Virus seems good. But for now, I'm just trying to, I guess, divine whether it's just the fact that this is the first floor that, oh no, that makes this sort of work, or whether this deck actually has a chance in the future. And if you're confused, by the way, I don't think that this is wrong to be confused. I'm removing attacks, even though Clash can only be played if there's only attacks in our hand. Why? First off, great question. Secondly, I should probably just ice you. We actually shouldn't play Iron Wave. Unless we want to kill an enemy. We'll take 1 damage if we kill an enemy. I don't think we care about taking 1 damage. Why don't we kill the enemy, you go ahead, and then we'll try to stall you. So I can get the max regen possible. The reason is, now we have a great ability. You know, if we got a lot of defense, if we get a hand that's 3 defense and 2 clashes, I'm the happiest man you'll ever meet. That means we get 15... Well, that actually, in hindsight, doesn't seem that good. 15 block and 18 damage. Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking it. You know what, though? I do like the idea of a body slam here, and we're probably, instead of removing a card, going to upgrade that. We're really... Unceasing Top, for the archetype I have in my brain right now, is a must-get. Unfortunately, we didn't really have too many other options here. I think the bash was the right call. You may have heard that. Everybody's Golf had an installation that just finished. We have to play this for no value, and you're flipping, but it looked a little sketchy there for a minute. We'll just stall. That's fine. Like, I have to be honest with you. It still seems pretty okay to me. That was the first damage we took. It was a little wonky. We're about to take a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So now I'm starting to believe, like, what are we going to do to make this run truly pop? Because we're... Oh, Ruka almost fell off the desk. That's a bad sign. The Oracle! I guess we'll see what relic we get here. And that might do a lot to, you know, inform the way that we feel about our future. And the card as well. Because I don't know, like a... I just hope I'm not splitting archetypes by thinking that, like, a barricade would be a good fit here. Obviously, I would love some energy. As like an energy relic, if possible, as well. We killed the boss, but it didn't go very well, in my opinion. We were never really at risk, but still. I guess Impervious is where we would want to go. And then we'd probably just go straight into Cursed Key. I don't know if this makes us that much better off, but we're trying at least. So we want elites. And we want a shop after we open a chest. So, I mean, the only... It's like here is good for that. Yeah, I don't mind this starting path. We'll see if we can get it. Like, if we could buy Unceasing Top early, I would be over the moon. 46 damage already. So we want to play 1. Smack you. Smack you. That was just luck. Well, I think, like... I'm just trying to see. Maybe if I use this... Let's run the numbers. Let's be smart. This is basically 1 energy for 19 damage. Well worth it, I think. Then if we bash, we'll do 9. You'll be at 34. And then you'll take 28 from this. And you're going to die. To anything. I'm glad we didn't use the potion, because we had the bash anyway. Battle Trance is kind of tempting. I think I'll take it. The only danger is if you have Battle Trance with clashes, you have to play the Battle Trance, which might seem fine, but could be bad. If we had a Barricade, we would love to have Corruption, but I think we can afford to take Bag of Prep. I think that's an insanely good value. I'm not fully convinced about Reaper. I don't care about armaments, I think, either. If we were to choose a skill, what would we choose? I don't know. We'd probably choose some sort of defend for now, so I think that this is okay. Alright. I want it to be clear I'm doing this under duress. It's like all of our defense gone in a single blow, but... That's what it's all about, baby. Oh my god, we got him. I was ready to take a hit. This isn't gonna work, right? Like, this feels like it shouldn't work. Remove a card. Okay, so we're continuing to remove our strikes. And at some point, I guess we're just never gonna deal damage again, and that's gonna be okay. Kunai is good. And then we're gonna remove Kunai immediately. Or sorry, remove Doubt immediately. That's from Curse. It's very... Oh, dude, you know what? After we open the chest, we can just hit the campfire. I mean, that forces us to also hit the shop, but still. We don't need to spend. We can just spend a campfire instead. It's probably roughly equivalent, but... Okay, you're doing 24 damage. Can I get there? I can get to 20. But I'd much rather just play Impervious. And for some reason in my head, Clash would get us there. It didn't, obviously. So I think we'll defend. We have to Battle Trance. This guy seems like he could do a number on us. 21 damage. And we have wounds. Wounds are going to make this real tough. So I actually, realistically, genuinely think... I mean, we'll just play... It doesn't matter whether we play it or not, because of Orichalcum, but we have to kill him. Because our clashes are about to become completely useless. Case in point. This seems pretty good, though. 28 damage! It's alright, we're gonna heal for a little, and hopefully we have a campfire soon after this. All we need is a single attack anyway. He's dead, Unceasing Top. Ancient T set. Not necessarily bad, but not really what we're looking for. And a little scared about this fight right here. Well, 52. We'll start on you. We don't need blocks, so a strike is going to be worth more. And then we kill you anyway. Okay, so 1 down helps us out a lot. These guys should be doing 12, yeah. Okay. This guy should die. So I think we're fine. And dude, this is the thing. We fight an enemy that's bad for us as long as we can get ourselves back. That's what matters. We only need to play 2 defends to take no damage, so we're going to do that. Put the bash on him. This is looking alright. We're starting to get ourselves back in here. When it goes wrong, it's going to go wrong real quick. You know, a boss could just kill us from full HP to 0 very easily. We are going to take a shrug. Ornamental Fan also works very well. I hate it. We have to rest. And then we'll spend our gold unless there's Unceasing Top. But, oh, dude. We're so close to being able to afford it. Hold up. Okay. I'm gonna buy the waffle. And maybe a third clash. And my whole game plan here is, we'll just remove our curse up here. No combat. No combat. The curse is very bad. I want that to be apparent above all else. Oh my word, this is fantastic. I'm just thinking about how we'd want to do it. Probably like this. Oh, that's so good. I don't know, forget the bash, dude. Smack this fool. Hit this guy. Dream come true. We'll rest to remove the curse, that's my plan. And body slams and clash, they're going together real nicely. When we see those, we're gonna say that's pretty nice for us. Now, we could vulnerable this guy if we have to. This is a really bad first turn, except we will battle trance, sure. We'll play Impervious. I really kind of look at this as like a bash body slam situation, but I also know this guy's gotta go. Ugh. You know, I think it's wasted potential, but I'm a little concerned. Let's leave it at that. Thankfully, he's not hitting this turn. Okay, so you're dead. You need to take 14. Easy. And we're getting decks. Over time, we're getting decks. Now, he's going to get stronger, too. He's already there. We screwed this up something fierce. Very bad. 3 damage, huh? At least we're getting extra decks out of it, but yeah, your boy is real concerned now. We'll Batal Trance. Hitcha? Hitcha? Well, I mean, if we're gonna do it like this, we might as well. Hit you like that. It does feel like a barricade is more appropriate here. At some point, the thing is, we gotta go. You know, we gotta go on this guy. And we're not doing a great job of getting him in a position where we can hit him. This is a turn. If we can hit him this turn, and I really think, like, as much as I don't want to give up all of my resources, we have to take a moment to just say, hey, this is when it has to happen. Thank God. Okay, that was very scary. We used a lot of resources to kill him. He gave us pair. Dude, that's really good. I was looking at Juggernaut, too, don't get me wrong. This is a terrible fight. Who's our boss? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who the Thorns are more useful against. I think they're more useful against this guy. Alright, so I don't really want to become vulnerable, if possible. But I need to run the numbers. 13. Maybe we could get another 4 out of this. So let's say 13, 18. So we're at 31. 31 plus 20. Oh, we got him. We got him. We're going to do Body Slam last because Ornamental Fan will give us 4 more blocks. So it would be like this. 18. We need to use everything, but that's okay. And we didn't need to use the Thorns. So that's like, if there's a waste, that's the waste. We have 2 different archetypes working in conjunction with one another, but I still, for some reason, it's holding it together. I'm very afraid of this one, but we're going to try nonetheless. Dude, forget playing Second Wind here. Well, actually, we will play it. We'll just play it to exhaust nothing so we can get a clash. And then we get 3 attacks, we get decks. 16. I would prefer... Okay, sure. Why? I wanted to get these clashes out there for tempo. We take no damage. It's a huge overblock, but so be it. 8 damage. That's what I like to see. So, again, if possible, body slams last. Entrench will not be necessary. Although, it would allow us to do more damage. Oh, it doesn't get exhausted, so sure, we'll play it. Should have done it in that order, but that's okay. Really need to... Whenever possible, it's not always going to be possible. Whenever possible, we got to play 3 attacks per turn. Like, that was a turn where we probably would have been better off playing 3 attacks to ensure that we scale. This is extremely great. Well, maybe not that great, because we... Whoops. I did not mean to play that, but hey, it actually worked out for us. That card took the place of something that I was holding earlier. Now, this is a dangerous one. Wow, we're blocking 12 damage. That's real bad. I have a hard time seeing us make it through this one. Keep that dex pumping. Good draw. I guess you never know what could happen. I'd really like you to take some turns off if possible. I see that you're getting stronger. I would like to ask you to, if possible, reconsider that action. Because you're going to hit me for 40. Somehow, we're safe. We don't even need to play too much. We could just play like a card. No, wait, you're hitting us for 40. I think my brain was like, 14? No problem. Don't take that out of context. Okay. He's buffing again. We have a decent turn. Not good, but decent. It's probably coming up to put up or shut up territory. I don't think I gotcha. 25. Oh my god, we're not going to get you. And we're going to die. Oh! If we went on that slightly earlier, we'd be fine, but I'll tell you what, we're only 22 minutes in here. I'm going to turn on the AC. We're doing another run, okay? Because I'm mad. Alright. Here we go. Ironclad. Ironclad, you're so far behind your other friends. I gotta level with you. 21 damage for a rare relic sounds good to me. And it sucks. We're low on HP. Does not bother me. He hits. Next turn, we gotta hit him hard. I actually, as far as I'm concerned, go ahead, hit me for 5. We'll still heal more at the end of it. We want to make sure this guy gets taken care of as quickly as possible. Even next turn might be impossible to kill him. 20 damage. It is nice to be able to weaken him. Don't lose your cool. Like, the thing is, we still have every available chance in the world to win this run. Yes, I'm taking clashes. Why? Because I'm in the zone. Upgrade 2 random cards. We can't afford to do that this time. And I think that's fine. I do think it's okay. Now, I'm so in the zone, I accidentally played a defend instead of a strike, thinking I had clashes in my hand when I didn't. So, just in case you're wondering what Mr. Cool's up to today, he's making mathematical mistakes and Slay the Spire out of inertia. Get that HP up there. I think we can go with armaments and go for the early armaments upgrade. You know, why not? I actually think that's not a bad idea. I'd prefer to not use a block against this guy. And the whole game plan there is... Or, sorry, not the block potion against this guy. The whole game plan there is if we can do that... We can save it for the elite. If we save it for the elite, we may not have to heal in advance of the elite fight. Or even after the elite fight, depending on how things go. We might get lucky. I don't think we need 2 armamentses. Let's go for it. Bash, please. Turn 1 bash. Love to see it. You know what? Next turn looks a little defensive. I think you go for it. I think you wake him up. It's not as defensive as I expected. But what I'm going to do, hit you real hard. Drink this block potion. We're going to take another turn to defend, I think. We're just going to hit you a little bit. I'll accept taking 7 to do 6. Most of the time, bad deal. Hey, of course we would have preferred to have played a Clash here. We're kind of in the... This is what I would describe as the danger zone on this fight. Let's get him down there. Go ahead and hit me for 20. And he wants to lethal me, but I would prefer if he didn't, to be honest. So we take 2 this turn. Now we got 2 turns to do 23 damage. Easy enough. Okay, I think we got him. We absolutely, unless you want to, like, really try to cheat death, we pretty much have to rest. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just kind of just... I'm not adding too many cards, but I'm throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks right now. This is as good as it gets. 14 damage, 15 block, we take 0. We are about to have roughly a quarter of our deck be dazes, but that's life, man. Let's pop this Dex potion. I have like a sneaking suspicion that it might be the difference between life and death. You know, in my head I was like, say life and Dex, it'll be funny. And then my brain was like, yeah, life and death. Come on, man. You're supposed to be my ally here. Okay, so we can't play Clash. We're also going to take no damage, which is very nice. Now, basically, this part is the crux of the fight. You gamble. Who do you kill? Are we going to do 38 damage to this guy next turn? Absolutely not. Are we going to maybe be able to do 20 damage to this guy? It's theoretically possible, although I'll admit unlikely. So we probably should have gone for this guy. But how are we supposed to know, right? This should... Actually, it probably will not weaken him, because it doesn't apply vulnerable. So I don't think the game's cheating us in that case. The Metallicize is actually making like a pretty huge difference on this fight. It meant that we could play 2 strikes instead of a defend. It's meant that instead of taking, you know, a little bit of damage, we're actually blocking just barely all these attacks with a single block. And we did take a Dex potion to make it happen, but still. This would be a really, really good time for a completely transformative relic to come around. And that is not it. Uppercut with Champion Belt seems very good. Potion Belt, it's good until about 10 seconds from now when we get Sozu. No choice here. That's the most frustrating situation, is when you get no choice, you know? Oh, here's the thing, I didn't mean to play that, but I actually am happy with the way it worked out. I probably would have played it, given the conscious choice. HP's hanging in there. We will try a little disarm. Could always be better when it's not full. Mathematically, that's how that works. But as for right now, I don't feel too bad. And to be honest, we don't play that many skills. I swear, it really helps to have like a good knowledge of what every card does when it's upgraded. Because the upgrade there gave him 3 weak, which is like just absurdly great for us. And I actually think like Metallicize into a bash to just extend that weakness and vulnerability. It's a little slow for now, but you know his 3rd turn is his weak turn. And you just start smacking. He's dead next turn. Having, in the end, not really done that much damage to us, although it was after a rest, so... Omamori is fine. I do think Thunderclap, anything with vulnerable is going to be a good choice for us, in my head at least. Because of the champion belt. Took more damage on this guy. It only ever applies 1 vulnerability. Even upgraded, so we'll do it like that. The 4 extra block per turn, it helps, man. It's doing good work. Just... Oh, we can play Clash. What are you thinking? We had extra energy. Because Clash costs 0. Why? Yeah, he's so warmed up, he thinks Clash costs 1. Doesn't make any friggin' sense. Okay, we're making mistakes. We're playing fast and loose, but we're kind of still doing okay. Like, I think we should be able to beat the first boss. That's no longer an accomplishment at all, but... We'll see how the world strikes us after that. Dude, the shockwave should be real nice. Yes, taking no damage. Want to make sure, if possible, one of these guys is dead next turn. Let's take the guy with the most armor. Gonna say it's a great turn for a thunderclap. Didn't happen. It's okay. 13 damage. Could wipe you, but let's wipe one of the ones getting, or trying to get super strong. Might as well just hit, I think. This guy's killable next turn. A couple of different means. We are gonna be weak though. Let's try a thunderclap. Smack. Take a 1 damage. Not a big deal. Fruit juice. Very useful. I'm almost always going to take flex as long as we have draw. I'm going to drink the fruit juice before we rest so we get, I guess, 1 more HP out of our rest. But why wouldn't you, right? And then we'll probably try an early skill. And I would definitely take offering. And we'll start to get to work here. Ideally, we would want armaments to hit metallicize. So if we don't have to play it this turn, we don't have to play it this turn. You know, we might be better off doing something like this, making him lose his strength. We did 30 damage. It's not that much, but... well, I guess that's like full stop. Again, a pretty weak turn, honestly. We're going to take 22 damage, but we got some status effects on him. Thank God he's rolling over. Okay, now the real fight sort of begins. Well, I don't love our current draw. We're hoping to get some more blocks. We can't really play around with our HP all that much, to be honest with you. And get that out there. You're doing 8 damage. I'm going to hit you with a clash just to try to get ahead of things. Taking 5 damage, which is not that much. He's only doing 8, so this is we're starting to get into dream come true territory. Yep, that was very dumb. Just got too into playing the cards. Went too quickly. Very, very good. He's going to go for a big attack next turn. We only have to hit him for 14. Which is basically nothing. 5 turns of vulnerability, 7 turns of weakness, 6 turns of weakness. Now, we'll get these out there. Just extend those status effects for 1 extra turn. Basically, we're just squeezing him now. Continue that. Taking no damage. He's taken 12. Yeah, we got him. Alright, it started terribly. And I have very little faith that we have this run in the bag. I'm going to try to build a barricade deck. We have no identity. Offering's fine. It's great. But if we build into barricade, I knew we were going to get Sozu, dude. It's still so much better to take Sozu than Ectoplasm, I think. But Potion Belt, not really that good. So we're going to try to build around barricade. So what do we want? Well, Metallicize is doing good work for us, and I am very appreciative of that. This is where you take these thorns. Relic-wise, well, Calipers is actually literally worthless now, but Ornamental Fan, Anchor, stuff like that is really, really useful. We can do 3 attacks to somebody. Like, one of these guys should get knocked out. We can only do 2 attacks, you fool. Okay, at least we took one of them out. We don't... oh, we do have 3 attacks. We could also easily put up 12 block, which is a little bit more up my alley. And then we'll just hit this guy, and he'll be dead when he hits us once. And you're gonna be dead as well, actually. Okay. I was thinking about it. I've never really taken second win and used it like that before, but... 16, huh? Well... Bash really looks like an idiot now that we got Uppercut in this deck, but it is what it is. Armaments into Barricade is a free turn for us. We're still going to take 11. It's not a free turn, but it basically makes armaments free, I guess is what I was saying. No way we do 43 damage to this guy, by the way. Just not conceivable. So congratulations, you're getting away with my money. And I still feel like we're basically totally screwed. But if we start reworking towards this artifact, or this barricade, I should say, I don't know, man. There's a chance. Maybe there's a chance. I want to believe that there's a chance. At the start of your turn, everyone gains 1 strength. I love it because it's called Brimstone. But it scares the crap out of me. We're going to take Meat on the Bone for immediate survival, which I think incentivizes something like Bloodletting. And I recognize you're probably like, come on, man, take that Brimstone. I don't think this is the run. Not for that. For Twin Strikes, Sword Boomerangs, etc., etc. Yeah, no question about it, but... we don't. In case you were wondering where that anecdote was going to end, we just don't, so... we're going to slow it down just a little bit. We're taking no damage. We're also doing very little. But they are going to get hit when they hit me. For 7, which is nice. I don't really love that. And then do you want to gain 1 energy, lose 3 HP just to save 2 HP? Doesn't seem too prudent to me, but if these guys go around a couple of times, we might feel like it's a different story. This is very weird. I think this is the turn. We take none. They're very weak and vulnerable. We gotta kill him this turn. Oh, we have to play Bloodletting. That's painful. Okay, I think we've done this the proper way, and this is where Meat on the Bone is really like, at least for the next little bit, we're relying on this to keep us in the game. We have to... Dude, straight up, yes. I think we need the apparitions. This also allows us to smith right away. I don't know how much that's worth, but, you know, these apparitions make up 25% of our deck. We should roughly be drawing 1 a turn. I really thought by losing 1 strength, you wouldn't do any damage at all. I love it. I think we will play this just to get this out here. We don't have as much HP to be playing around with. Oh, dude, Bloodletting works really well with Intangible. Why didn't we play our other Intangible? I wasn't thinking about it, okay? So sue me. This guy's gotta go. Now, the real danger, and we're gonna see it happen, I think, is what happens if we fight a boss and we don't, or we run out of intangibles. This is really the gist of it. We didn't play Barricade. Should have played Barricade. I played Intangible instead. Time will tell, I guess, if that was sensible or foolish. You are gonna do damage to me. That's not very nice. Let's get these out here so we minimize that. I really thought we'd get you, but I think the weakness made a big difference there. Absolutely. Always with the apparitions. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? Not always with the apparitions, but we're still totally okay here. I don't know if this deck has what it takes, but it's certainly given me a nice lesson. What is that lesson? I don't know. We're learning a little bit about Second Wind. Look at that. It exhausted a bunch of wounds and made me very afraid temporarily. Okay, we'll take Shrug It Off. Amazing. Thank you so much for the potions. I really appreciate it. Sundial. Not at all what we're looking for. I will absolutely obtain the Ritual Dagger. Anything that does extra damage right now. We're a little bit, like, offensively impotent, to be honest with you. If we play Apparition, we can play Clash, but that is, like, not really worth it. I think we'll purge these first artifacts. We have Barricade active. We'd really like to keep drawing an Apparition per turn, and that's exactly what happened, thankfully. And Sentry should be dead next turn. As always, in case it's not abundantly clear, what I'm the most afraid of... You know what? We have Barricade. I think we actually do this. Why did that give us no... Oh, it did give us extra block. This is just to keep us going. What I'm most afraid of is accidentally, or not even accidentally, but just due to variance, not drawing the Apparitions on turns where we feel like they're very necessary. But I'm starting to see how Apparition saves us a bunch, then we play something that gives us good blocks, and like all of a sudden, you know, we basically rolled over a ton of block with other added benefits. And I'm beginning to believe. I am. Like this guy, he's got to realize the squeeze is on right now. What's he going to do? Sure, he's whittling my block down, but I'm whittling his block down in a big way. 22. Okay. Ritual Dagger, it's starting to work. Give me that second Metallicize. I'm ready. I've read the sacred texts. Well, we're not taking any damage, which is always nice. I'm not going to play Bloodletting for no reason. Why even attack that guy? I should have attacked the other fool. Metallicize? We know we're going to... oh, so much better. I was going to say, we know we don't have enough energy to just play out our card with useful stuff, so... Or play out our hand with useful stuff. So it made sense to me. Probably should have played those Apparitions to do what we did. I love this. We want Ritual Dagger to get the kill. I think it's almost... It's not quite as good as Feed is in most situations, but like we'll try to get to the point where we can make Ritual Dagger accomplish something for us. Because I genuinely believe, like, if we get there, that card could be worth a lot. So helpful to get Apparition right here, by the way. Waiting on that Ritual Dagger. I'm waiting on my knife. Little extra damage would be nice. It's never early. It's always late. I would like it if it showed up early and not late. People are like, please stop. Dude, you know what? Give me 3 barricades. You ever hear the expression, the more the merrier? Yeah, it's about barricade. Look it up, sweetheart. That might not have been the best use of that. This does give us 2 turns of it, right? So it's not like we just wasted it. I think that's correct. Barricade, please. Early barricade. On a turn where we're not taking damage. Barricade. Has to happen. Has to happen. Metallicize. Get it out there. All of a sudden. Taking 1 damage. It's okay. Starting to work them down. Now with barricade, we can play whatever we wish. Largely... appears like it's going to amount to more barricades, or sorry, more metallicizes, I should say. We're taking it very slow, very, very slowly, but hey, 6 block per turn already. Armaments this up. We don't want to play Apparition here, but luckily it's no longer ethereal. We don't have to. Let's continue to make this guy weak. He might get up to some shenanigans next turn. I'd rather he didn't. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. That's a bad sign. We could do 24. I think if you wipe that guy, you're taking less than no damage. Then you start working on this guy. It's going to take us a while to get here, okay? But we're going to get there. Keep in mind, this looks bad. We haven't really taken that much damage over the course of this whole fight. Clash is 16. I think we can just say, you know, if we lose Ritual Dagger here, life goes on. This guy's still got to go. You're doing 36 still. I mean, he is weakened, but... I mean, we've only lost 10 HP over the course of this whole fight, so that's pretty okay. That being said, we've only done 40 damage to him, roughly. Which is pretty terrible. Over a long enough time scale, let's just keep this guy in a bad place. Over a long enough time scale, we're gonna win. Like, I'm pretty sure at least. Every card in our deck is being upgraded. It's a very similar turn. See that? By playing that apparition, for 1 energy, we basically saved 30-something block. That's the value of the barricade in this situation, I think. So we will play this, just to get that out there for free. Getting them close. 77 block. 68 block. Well, these guys have got to go at some point. I'm going to just focus on killing the leader. We're going to get there. Dude, we only lost 13 HP there. It mostly sucked. I'll level with you. Nunchuck doesn't seem that useful either. Little tempting, but... Well, I'm not going to rest for 7 HP, even though it might make all the difference. Let's get Barricade upgraded so it's less painful to play, and dude, I have no clue. What I will say... Metallicize is pretty good. And then if I could, I guess, just debuff you a little bit. It's probably the best we can do right there. Apparition seems very approachable here. Let's play Shockwave and just buy ourselves a little bit of time. And, I mean, I guess the thing is, I'd rather not take 3 damage, so let's take 0. We were going to take none. We didn't need to play that. That's okay. It's okay. Barricade, please. Hey, it's Barricade. Nice to see you, buddy. If we don't play the intangibles, they're gone forever. Let's get 2 turns of it. Why not? It's either that or it's gone. What are we going to do? Play a defend for no reason instead? Seems highly dumb. Now, can keep it going. At some point, like, don't let me be the boss of you. But you might consider trying to actually kill some units, I think would be a positive thing. Loving this intangibility. This turn might have hurt were it not for that. So we're going to keep the apparition going here. We know we need to use this at some point. Like, if he's going to hit me for 1 and it's going to be useless, let's just make sure he dies to that then. These 2 guys are gone. Only got you. We got 1 turn left of intangibility. Start building these blocks. Build a block workshop. Bloodletting gets turned into 5 semi-permanent block. I'll live with it. Now, ruin this fool's life. We've done like no damage to him at all. We've done 45 damage to the big boss. And now we gotta focus on these fools again. This is not very good, and I'm pretty sure we're out of intangibles. We probably use them highly badly, is my guess. Still taking no damage, but dude, that is not gonna last forever. Probably. It would be sick if it did, though. Don't get me wrong. Alright. Build a block workshop. We got 40 block. We're gonna get 1 more turn before it really pops off into the worst nightmare we could ever imagine. 54 block. I don't know, at some point we gotta just accept. We gotta hit this guy. If we don't start hitting them, we're never gonna make it through this fight. So yeah, our block's gonna get eroded pretty quickly if we just keep doing it like this, but I mean, are there other options? At some point I think we gotta race him. Hello, Ruka. Would you like to leave? Don't jump on the computer. I'll be mad. So this is the first turn where we're in any kind of actual danger. 48 damage. We got 31 block. I still, in my heart of hearts, think we just go to town on this fool. I think we can get him. I think the optics have never looked better for us. And if we don't do it now, when are we going to do it? Get all these trash defends out of my hand. I don't want to see them. We're going to get them. Look, it doesn't make sense to me either, but here we are. We're going to make it through the second boss in a deck that we think might be garbage. Wait a minute, are we going to make it through? Let's crunch the numbers. 15. So you would have to take 20-something damage. Not gonna happen. So instead, 30, 59, 50. Definitely should have just killed one of you to take 15 damage off the table, but tell you what, we'll do it like this. Now we strike. Told you. Had it on lockdown the whole time. We need demon form. We need to do damage. Yeah, sure, dude. I don't know. Forget smithing, I guess. Let's just get that extra energy because all of our cards are expensive. I don't know. Okay? I don't know where we're at on this run. I know that I hate these guys. If they died, I would only be sad for the people in their lives that love them. I wouldn't be sad for them, because they stink, and I hate them. I'm loving these apparitions, though. Previously, I only knew apparition as a Matthew Good song. Now I'm realizing it's actually a pretty useful status effect. We're just trying to keep them all relatively close as far as HP goes. The idea being that, you know, eventually, like, good thunderclap go a long way for us. This is real bad. This is, like, actually just terrible. At least you only get one attack in. This is the danger, by the way, though, of having very, very low HP in general. You're gonna die when you hit me. And that's as good as it gets. We're not going to have much room for error. Mind you, we heal for 12 if we ever fall below 50% HP. That gets us almost all the way there. Can't afford to give up that. It's just a bad cost for that relic. You're hitting me for 11. The thing is, why not? Whenever you get an apparition, if you don't play it, you kind of lose it. So you might as well play it. Unless you've already upgraded, in which case you don't have to, but... Close, but no cigar. Ritual Dagger has not become the be-all, end-all yet, but I have, you know, the utmost faith it can get there at some point. This turn's gonna stink a little bit. 5 damage. Not that bad. Really, like... The longer we can make this fight go on, the more likely we are to draw Ritual Dagger. And I think that's the kind of... I mean, that's change I can believe in. Just stall him out. I'm hoping he doesn't kill himself by attacking me too much. Still got 2 turns of intangible. We're getting a shuffle in here, please. Ritual Dagger. Now that's the good gravy. Sword Boomerang does... get better. I think we have to fight at this point. The more strength we get, so yeah, we start with Demon Form, which miraculously appeared in my hand as I said that. Very sad we're not seeing this, so we'll do this. Okay, and we're gonna... are we dead? We're gonna be at 5 HP? Oh, that went wrong real quick. Thankfully, we got Barricade out there. And yeah, so like, alright. So this, I mean, that's some, and then like 25. We're dead. We're dead, dude. We're dead. We're like extremely dead. All right. I knew this run was cursed. We really almost got there, which surprised me. But for now, thanks for watching. I don't know why the Ironclad's such a challenge for me. For now, though, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!